There are two methods you can add data into summary. The first is click here and input all information here and save. Let's go back. The second method, if you want to add data into this part and CRM contracts simultaneously, you can create a workflow and also send data through these two modules. Firstly, let's check the contract in CRM, which field is required. Let's say the contract and customer are required. Let's go back. Workflow. The first step for creating a workflow is creating a form. Click here. And table layout. And as before, and it includes contract and client, contract amount, and we can add the status and action status. This one. That name we use text box. Number, use text box as well. Client, we use the system data. And find the same line as well. For the amount, box here. Format, number. And for the invoice status, collection status, we input number 1. Why? We mentioned in the summary part. The indicator, the identification of this two is what for our invoice is 1 to 1. For the partial invoice is 2. For the invoice is 3. So through this workflow, we can get a default value to a record in the contract recipes training. Here, brand 1. Brand 1. Preview. And for this two, we can hide this row because when we submit this workflow, these two are not required to fill. overview like that. Click here, find a row condition, and we can set a condition to type this row. For example, like the contract name equal to 0. Okay, let's preview. Okay, and now this form category finance. Save. Click successfully, and then let's create a workflow. Click here and new flow for the work-based workflow. Alright, the form was create just now, contract and flow library finance. Eight. Here are some basic information. You can include the serial number, okay, flow title, and use like the contract name, date and time. Save. Favorite flow title. And then for the note settings, here let's assume we just have only one start node. Okay, we just have the start node. And for the operator, I'll stop here. The setting and for field, the contract name, required contract number, required client, required and amount and edit. And for the invoice data, collections data, we have already input the default value, so these two are not required. Two are not necessary. And outsend data here. We outsend data to firstly CRM and in system, internal system as before, and select the module CRM, contract manager, and match the field with the module field. Find the customer, number, month, route, and save. And the second, we outsend data to the module we created the contract recipe. And start node, internal system, and select contract recipes training, summary, the field number, client, month, and then the invoice data, collections data. Monetary setting as before. Edit this to myself and for permission. Now let's go to the new request, find the workflow we create just now. Finance, new contract training, and we submit the flow. The contract name, or maybe like the the number and for client and select here month for the month. Okay, and submit. Let me workflow. We can more contracts in our system. Let's check. Firstly, go to the CRM track. You can find this too. We added just now. And let's go to the contract recipe. You can find this too. It's created just now. That's all for the summary part. And next step, we create the invoice issuing part.